What up, party poopers? Start pooping right now. This is the only video and channel you need to watch while you're taking a dump because I am your poop coach, Shizzles and Giggles. I'm here to guide you to make sure you don't take a long dump because that would be bad for your health. All right, today is Monday, June 23rd, 2025, and what has been happening these past few days? Boy, oh boy, has a lot happened. So on Friday, midnight, the US military, under the leadership of President Trump, has decided to strike Iran. Specifically, at midnight on Friday, the US sent a group of B-2 stealth bombers into the Middle East, and they bombed 3 major nuclear weapons sites in Iran. It is wild. Is this the beginning of World War III? It is certainly possible. I think everybody sees that it's definitely one step closer to World War III. I still don't think it'll happen in the next 2 years, in the next year or two. I think it might grow into something bigger in 2028 after the current administration changes. And yeah, I think if there was going to be a world war, I think the adversaries of the US, our adversaries, would do it after President Trump is gone. And yeah, I can't believe the US is directly involved in another Middle East conflict again. And on that note, we are at or near the 2-minute mark. So if you haven't made any progress on your poop taking, please precautionarily wipe your butt, stop trying to poop, get up and move on with your day. Come back to this video at another time. If you are making progress on your poop taking, then let's continue. So the US is obviously the world's biggest superpower, and it tries to be the peacekeeper in the world, but obviously it also has its own interests. And is this the right move? I would, if this prevents a larger catastrophe, if destroying these nuclear sites in Iran will prevent larger, more violent conflict, then I believe, yes, this is the right move because it'll save more lives that could be potentially lost if there was a nuclear war. And politically, I think this is a projection of power for the US. I mean, just telling the world, hey, we still carry the biggest stick by far, and there's none of you can compete with us. We are the most dominant military force in the world. I think that's the message that we're trying to send to the world. However, again, I do think that sadly, if there's going to be a global conflict, World War III, I do think it'll happen after the current administration changes. And so some of the details of what happened. So these B-2 stealth bombers flew out of Kansas City into the Middle East. There were some of them that flew westward, and then other planes that flew east. And ultimately, the group that flew east was the group that bombed the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, whereas the westward flying planes were decoys. And so they fired a total of 14 bunker-busting missiles. I believe they're called massive ordnance penetrators, MOPs, MOPs. But supposedly they go really deep underground. And according to the Trump administration, they severely damaged these nuclear sites. Whereas, by the way, it's not nuclear. It annoys me when people say nuclear. It's nuclear. All right, sorry, got sidetracked. Iranian officials say that there was no major damage, only the entry and exit points were damaged, but everything that was underground was still largely intact. Independent analysts couldn't really figure it out. They used satellite imagery. At this time, they said it was too hard to assess. And on that note, we've passed the 5-minute mark. So to wrap it up, I think that global tensions are obviously very high. Iran's going to retaliate. They're going to do something. And I just wish for all of us to be safe, but there might be nothing we can do. Like, it could be that there's nothing that we can do. Anyway, please stop pooping. Please wipe your butt, flush, get up, and move on with your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, poopheads. Till next time.